keep your Mac open and go ahead and head to classroom. Anyone not here that didn't have the code yesterday? I don't remember. When you get to classroom, go ahead and get in the classwork tab across the top. And in the class video, you should see, okay, yesterday, August 19th, and it gives you just an idea of what was discussed. So that's going to keep growing. So again, if you are absent, okay, that will show up for sure.
I apologize for the interruption, but I just want to make sure fourth period lunch B group is coming. We are no longer running bells, so it's up to the team teachers for B lunch to let the kids come down to lunch at the appropriate time. So B group, it's 11:03. You should be on your way to the commons. The freshmen are going to sit on the north end. We flipped it. It's going to work better this way. The freshmen north end of the commons, sophomores towards the south end. Thank you.
Okay, so you should see that. So again, if you're gone, you miss a day, they will start getting added in. And I'll put the date as I did, and I'll give a brief little description as to what you can find. So then it could be used later as a review if you needed to do that. So what I would like you to do is get to your August calendar. And is there something that you need to add? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, yesterday, did you end up spending money after you left class? If you did, on what? If you ended up making some money, then add that in there, okay? But using your command and your return keys will get you to move down the line. And maybe you've already spent money this morning. Or maybe you got money from your mom before you left for some reason, so you have to add that in, okay? Again, you may not have something every single day. It's for you. I'm not going to make stuff up when it doesn't apply to you, okay? So if there's something that you need to add to the 20th or to the 19th, go in and get those added, okay? Questions on this? So again, we're going to keep this process, and it might seem a little monotonous, but until we figure out where your money goes, or if you make money, where it's coming from, okay, it'll just kind of make sense later in a few weeks when we get to the next portion. Okay, questions? Okay, so hopefully you had a few minutes if you needed to add something in to that. Let's go ahead and get to your this is me slides. So yours has this theme unless you've changed it, and if you've changed the theme, that's fine. Okay, so we kind of went through mine yesterday of kind of what it should, kind of expectations, and most of it's pictures for the first few slides. Okay, you don't have to have two. I think I had two for like your inner circle of people. I had to show off my dog, so I had them on the second slide. You don't have to have two. Your activities, maybe you're not part of some organized activities, but you go and watch your friends play soccer. Okay, then just kind of change it for that purpose. Okay. And then the last three, you are typing in what you need, or I guess four. For the music that you listen to, if you're a reader, if you like to read books, or TV or Netflix or some movies or whatever it might be, that can just be text as well. You don't need pictures. You do not need to go to Google for anything. And then answering and filling in with your information. Any questions with it? So last night I asked if you needed to get some pictures from your social media and whatever else you needed to get your pictures from. Okay. I'm going to give you some time. I'm not going to give you the rest of the class period. When are we up to? 32. So we're not going to have the rest of the class period. I'm going to give you probably about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to show you the next little thing that we're going to work on. It's not anything that is lengthy, okay? And then you'll have some time to work on what you need to work on, because some of you might be done in 10 minutes. If you need your phone to get some pictures, you didn't get them all, or something just didn't work, let me know, and then you'll be able to use your phone for that purpose. But we're not just checking to see if you got any new text messages from friends that are at lunch or whatever it is, okay? So if you need to get your phone out for your pictures, let me know, and then that's what you're doing with your phone, okay? So we're going to take about 10 minutes to work through it. If you're going, nope, I finished it last night, I had nothing else to do, okay? And you have some 10 minutes of some, if you need to do some other homework, you can, okay? I'm not just going to give you work just to kind of keep you, I'm going to give people time. And then at about, I'd say probably about 20 after 11, we'll come back and then we'll discuss what the next thing I'm going to have you work through. And it's not anything that's long. Okay. I don't normally, have you work and then interrupt you, but I just kind of wanted you to get going if we needed to troubleshoot anything with that. This is me. In your classroom, you should have just gotten, and it'll be located under the week, okay, career vocab. Okay, we do vocabulary for each unit. Sometimes the vocab is quizzed separately. Sometimes the vocab is built into the unit test. So if you go ahead and get into the week of 8-19, there should be a career vocab. There's only 10. There's always 10, okay? So you can use Google, go out, find the definition for the terms at the top, and start filling in. I would like you to put the words down. You can leave them, you can delete them from the top, it doesn't matter. You only use them once, okay? So some people cross them out as you go, some people, however you want to do it, okay? Just kind of fill in as you go. Whatever order, doesn't matter to me. Don't turn this in yet. I don't have a due date, because we'll go through some things and then some of you might find, okay, now I'm going to fill that one in. Or, oh, oops, I had that wrong. And we'll go back and we'll check and just kind of go through it. But I want you to start working through some of the vocab, because we're going to start getting into career choices and resumes and what does that all entail, how does that look. And so we have some things that we have to do. So this is the other thing that you can work through if you have your This Is Me done. This is not homework. We should be able to get it taken care of throughout the next few days, but it's not going to hurt you to work through it when you have time now. Okay? So for the last 5-6 minutes, well, almost 10, I guess, 32, work on what you need to. If you need to keep working on the This Is Me, perfect. If that's done, submit it. Okay, so make sure you submit, and then you can start looking up some of the terms and working through some of that vocab. And then tomorrow, we'll have some time to work through some of these still, and then we'll get going with careers. And we'll start an activity on that tomorrow.